All right, everybody, I'm Logan Alec, I'm a CPA, and this is my stimulus update for Sunday, December 6th. We received some information today from Republican Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana. He is one of the key individuals behind this new $908 billion stimulus proposal. He was on Fox News Sunday this morning talking to Chris Wallace about what's going to be in this new bill as they're putting it together. He confirmed that stimulus checks will not be in this bill, unfortunately. We'll talk about that and how we kind of weaseled out of that question. But first, let's play this clip where Chris Wallace asks Senator Cassidy what kind of support this new proposal has for Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump.
Joining us now, Republican Senator Bill Cassidy, who's a doctor, as well as a member of the bipartisan group behind the plan. Senator, what are the chances that Congress will pass this compromise plan that your bipartisan group has come up with? And I guess more specifically, how assured are you that Senate Majority Leader McConnell will support it and that President Trump will sign it?
President Trump has indicated that he would sign a $908 billion package. There's only one $908 billion package out there, that's ours. Leader McConnell has said he's not interested in making a point. He wants something which passes into law. It only can pass into law if it's bipartisan in the House and the Senate, and ours is. Now, neither have said, oh, we'll sign your bill. That's fair. We have final language. Our final language, Chris, will probably come out earlier this week. And so then people can look at it and we can modify it as needed. But the indications I get, the pain of the American people is driving this, and I'm optimistic that both those leaders will come on board.
Cassidy said that Trump has indicated that he will sign a $908 billion package, and there's only one $908 billion package right now. He said that McConnell wants something bipartisan right now. We know that McConnell kind of poo-pooed this proposal last week, so Cassidy can't speak too strongly on McConnell's position here, but he said that he's optimistic that both Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell will be on board with the bill that will be produced. Then Chris asked Cassidy about stimulus checks. Here's that clip. You're not going to like his answer.
Let's do a lightning round. Quick questions, quick answers, and some of the specifics about the legislation. Some members of your group and also outside your group are calling for another round of $1,200 direct payments to every adult American. Is that go or no go for you?
Let me nuance that. It may be a go, but it's not in this bill. This is not a stimulus bill. It is a relief bill. And it's something for the next 3 to 4 months to help those in greatest need. There may be a stimulus check, but that would be part of a different piece of legislation.
Cassidy said that stimulus checks may be a go, but it's not in this bill. He sounded very definite here. He made it sound like that's a done deal, that stimulus checks are not in there. But what really annoyed me is how he said that this is not a stimulus bill, this is a relief bill. The reality is those stimulus checks are relief for millions of Americans. For millions of Americans, they need this money not so they can buy their kids a PlayStation 5 this Christmas, it's so they can feed their kids this Christmas. So again, this is just completely tone deaf. Sure, we refer to these things as stimulus checks because that's just the terminology that's been taken up over the past months or so, but truly another stimulus checks would be relief to millions of Americans. So why are we okay providing free money through the Paycheck Protection Program to small businesses and calling that relief? But free money for the people? That's stimulus. That's not what we're doing right now. It's stupid semantics, and that's a big strike against Cassidy in my book. What do you think about this? What do you think about Senator Bill Cassidy saying stimulus checks won't be in this new approximately $908 billion bill because, this is a relief bill, not a stimulus bill? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Then Chris asked Cassidy about housing and the eviction moratorium. Cassidy said that the eviction moratorium would be extended in this. He said they're also giving relief to landlords on the condition that their tenant is not evicted, presumably meaning not evicted for failure to pay rent. Then Chris Wallace asked Cassidy about liability protection. Is that non-negotiable for Republicans? Cassidy said, well, there has to be some liability protection. He kind of blamed Fauci and the CDC for going back and forth at one point on masks. See my interview with Dr. Zhuang for more information on that. And then Cassidy painted a picture of a small restaurant who is struggling right now and gets slapped with a COVID-19 liability lawsuit. He said that lawsuit, just responding to it, might bankrupt that restaurant. So he was kind of appealing to people's emotions there. He did say that liability protection is one of the sticking points right now. Then Wallace asked Cassidy about Biden calling this new proposal a down payment and intending to seek more stimulus in 2021 once he takes office. Does Cassidy think that more stimulus in 2021 will be necessary? Here's Here's that clip.
President-elect Biden says he supports this compromise that you and the others are offering as a, quote, down payment, but that he fully intends to come back after he's inaugurated in 2021 and ask for more. Take a look at what he said.
Americans need help, and they need it now. And they need more to come early next year.
Do you agree that Washington will need to pass more stimulus, more relief in 2021 to help prop up the economy?
Hey, tell me what the vaccine uptake is. Tell me what the infection rate is. If the vaccine is being deployed, infection rates are falling, stores are reopening, small businesses are flourishing, we don't. But if the infection rate continues to climb, we may. So you have to kind of give me the variables upon which I'm deciding. I'm hoping that vaccine deployment begins to reopen things as infection rates fall.
So Cassidy gave a technically fair answer. He said it will depend on vaccine uptake and the infection rate. Okay, that's fair, I guess. But I think we can all suppose what the vaccine uptake and infection rate will be in early 2021. Experts are saying that vaccine distribution will not be widespread at that point. That may not come until the second quarter of 2021. That's April, May, June. People, we need help before that. Before then, especially if this new $908 billion proposal becomes a bill that becomes a law without a stimulus check in it. Then Wallace asked Cassidy about the election, pointing out that Cassidy is one of the few Republican senators who has openly said that Joe Biden will be president next year. They talked a bit about that. I don't want to get into that here. Talking about that topic has proved detrimental to this channel. Just a lot of toxicity in the comment section surrounding the election. A lot of unsubscribers as well. But I will put a link to the full interview in the description below if you'd like to watch that segment for yourself. Now, in terms of COVID-19, we had 205,513 cases yesterday with 2,190 deaths. In terms of vaccine distribution, we know that the federal government will give recommendations as to who should be priority to get the first doses of the coronavirus vaccine, but the final decision rests with the states. Reportedly, however, some states are starting to delegate those decisions to healthcare providers themselves. For example, Kentucky, Mississippi, and New York have all told hospitals to develop their own tiering systems to determine which employees should have priority with respect to vaccine distribution. In international COVID-19 news, Sweden is ending its attempt to contain the coronavirus through voluntary measures, and the government there is now imposing restrictions to combat the recent surge in cases there. Also, the head of the WHO said 2 days ago that the world can in fact start to dream about the end of this pandemic with the vaccine distribution in sight. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, everybody, that is my update for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Sunday, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.